She doesn't have any superpowers, but that doesn't mean she's not powerful.
You're brooding, Amanda.
I'm just thinking we have all sorts of other firepower.
You mean those so-called superheroes?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the comic book origin of Suicide Squad's Amanda Waller.
We've got business, Waller.
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We've chosen to primarily follow the storyline which unfolded in 1987's Secret Origins number 14, which was expanded upon in 2011's Suicide Squad number 0 and 2012's Team 7 number 0. The Wall, as Amanda Waller is frequently called, doesn't possess metahuman powers. What she does possess is steely, ruthless determination and a willingness to do anything necessary to achieve her desired ends. If that means a few lives get sacrificed in the process, well, so be it. Greater good, am I right?
I heard we lost Plastique.
Yes, ma'am. You'll have my full report by 0800.
Right, that'll be all.
Waller first appeared in 1986 as an integral part of DC's Legends miniseries. A government official with military ties, she put together the second iteration of the Suicide Squad.
I'm Amanda Waller. I'm here to indoctrinate you convicts into our special forces.
Codenamed Task Force X, this group was made up of a mixture of heroes and villains, with the latter tending to outnumber the former. The villains were given the opportunity to have their sentences commuted after their time with the squad, provided they survive. And to ensure that they didn't try any funny business, the members were fitted with explosives that would detonate if they tried to go AWOL.
Anyone else?
The origin of Waller was told in 1987 as part of the official origin of the Suicide Squad. In Secret Origins Volume 2, Number 14, Waller was appearing before the President of the United States to justify the squad's existence. After telling a retcon story about the first Suicide Squad, which started in World War II, Waller told the President her story. Waller had lived in Chicago's tough Cabrini Green section. She and her husband were poor but hardworking. They raised a family of 5 children, trying to keep them on the straight and narrow as they strove to get out of their bad neighborhood. There would be no happy ending, however, after thugs gunned down their oldest son, and their oldest daughter was brutally murdered shortly afterwards. When the cops couldn't do anything about this, Waller's husband sought justice on his own and died in the process. Waller made a vow to help the rest of her family escape the madness of her neighborhood. She made sure her children got through college, then she got her own college education. After graduation, she became the campaign manager for an idealistic congressional candidate, and she put him in office.
I'm sorry, Ms. Waller, no one's allowed.
Mr. President, the whole country's in a state of panic, and they're ready to take you out behind a barn and...
After his successful election, Waller served as his aide. She came upon a file about the old Suicide Squad, and she realized that this was something that could be useful to the current administration, a covert team that could take on sensitive and dangerous missions. And thus, Waller gave birth to the new Suicide Squad. In her original incarnation, Amanda Waller was a physically imposing woman and one who took no gruff from anyone. When the New 52 project was adopted in 2011, readers were introduced to a Waller that was physically very different. Not a great deal is known about the new Waller's early history, but she did come to the job from a different background. When metahumans first started appearing in the new DC universe, the government put together a special unit called Team 7 to handle them. Amanda Waller was an NSA analyst working with the Army when she was recruited to be part of this new team. Something happened during her time with Team 7 that soured Waller on her activities. She went AWOL but was found in Malaysia by an old friend and colleague named Duran. Duran needed help stopping a villain by the name of A.R.G.U.S, whom they thought was going to blow up a nearby village. In fact, A.R.G.U.S was actually detonating a bomb that was intended to create metahumans that he could control himself. Instead, it caused horrible deformities and mutations among those caught in its blast, including Duran. Waller had no choice but to shoot her friend to put him out of his misery. After witnessing this, Waller approached the government with the idea of forming the Suicide Squad, essentially so that good people, like her comrade Duran, wouldn't have to be sacrificed anymore.
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet who I think can do some good.
They're bad guys.
Exactly.
Amanda Waller has proven to be a very popular character, despite the fact that she's often as much of an antagonist of superheroes as she is an ally. Her ruthlessness and duplicity make her someone who really can't be trusted, and she has often been an enemy of the metahumans. Yet, she's still a fascinating character, one who has made memorable appearances outside of the comic book pages.
I'm done with waiting. Somebody's got to do something about this.
Are you a fan of the manipulative and callous Amanda Waller? For more awe-inspiring comic book origins, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Mr. President, Hawkman and Captain Marvel are here.
We'll talk more later.